Live an optimal life, through health and wellness. Be well, get well, and stay well.
All right, good evening, everyone. Welcome to Friends and Family CEO Meetup. We are thrilled everyone's here tonight. We are here to talk about our experiences with flipping our switches. And I am excited about this because of the life it's given back to me. And the thing that excites me the most about this product is that it doesn't only work for me and what I go through in my life, but it works for everybody because it works on a cellular level that is unified amongst all mammals, horses, dogs, hedgehogs, humans. And that's what is so exciting about this. So tonight we're going to talk about a few experiences with the flipping the switches. And then we are going to go in and talk about how you can share this with your friends and family and get $10 and save $10 for your friends and family off of their first order. So it's exciting things all night long. So we're going to be on for about 20 minutes and we're going to go ahead and get started. So we'll go Melanie, Jacob, and Val, and we'll go to that point and see where we are with time. Melanie, if you could share.
You got it. Thanks for having me speak, Eileen. Melanie Robbins, Anthem, Arizona. You guys, flipping these switches did for me what 3 years of toxic medications could not do. This time of year is really, really important to me because it was in February a few years ago that we found out I was in real trouble. And it was in March 2 years ago that we found out we could celebrate something. So it's crazy. So for me, I had left my career to be a stay-at-home mom, to come home and be with my daughters, and found out that I was too sick. I was way too sick and I wasn't able to take care of my girls. You guys, I had run teams of people. I was a boss. I had run meetings and different things that here I was facing my family of four and I couldn't even manage my family of four. My husband had to carry my purse for me because I was in so much pain. At times, I couldn't even carry my own purse. My daughter told her kindergarten teacher that I slept at home during the day with our dog Milo. So when I met her, I'm like, hey, I sleep with Milo all day long on the couch. How about that? Our little Chihuahua. So anyhow, these switches changed everything for me. And then they even changed it all the more because I ran into all sorts of complications because of the medications that I was on. And I am now not only turning 49 this month, and I'm able to wear out my own kids. Matter of fact, my daughter Phoebe told me she's not going to ever ride a bike with me again after riding a bike with me the first time ever. And so I'm seeing with the clarity that they never thought I would be able to see with again. I'm able to balance on one foot, which for a long time I could not do. And that may not sound like a lot to you, but it's huge, 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 huge to me. And I am celebrating 2 years of being dormant in something that I was told I would never, ever, probably ever see. So I celebrate this month and I'm just ever so thankful to these products for changing my life.
Jacob Blackburn here, father of 5 daughters. I'm 41, live in Idaho Falls, and my biohacking story started, in an interesting place. I wasn't really looking for anything, but a lot of things were mounting for me. Being an athlete, playing soccer and basketball in high school, and then basketball all after that. And then in addition to that, I was trying to stay active, but my knees were bothering me since playing basketball since I was 5. I had a foot pain in my right foot that my foot doctor couldn't really help me get a handle on, and lower energy, arthritis in my wrist. I was dealing with all these things, and I would be a little more irritable with my wife and kids because being active is very important to me. Right. And I just because I was in my mid 30s, I didn't want to accept the status quo that these things were going to limit me from doing those active things that I want to do with my family and just with friends, right? Playing sports. And so I was introduced to, biohacking and turning on those genetic switches. And I felt more energy, was able to relieve some of the pain that was holding me back from these things. And it just made a world of difference. And then I started looking at the business because of these things and looking at the science, and found out that this company has the patents on these things. And it just got me very excited to be able to share with other people and be able to change their lives in a big way. And I wanted to be able to share it with other people so that they could get some of the benefits that I've had, right? Because I know if you don't have your health, you don't have anything. And so I wanted to be a part of that. So nutrigenomics, biohacking, it is the wave of the future, and I'm excited for what's ahead. Thank you, Eileen.
Okay. My name's Val. I'm from Ephraim, Utah. And I've always been very active with my children. I raised 6 children and 1 granddaughter, still raising her. And my husband's a truck driver, so he wasn't really ever around. So I did all of it. I did the scouting, the sports, the church and school events, and was so active and doing great. And then when I got into my 50s, I started to have a lot of discomfort in my lower back. And soon it was to where I couldn't really stand. I couldn't sit. I couldn't sleep very well. I could barely walk. And I went to my doctor, and he said, well, he diagnosed me with this devastating diagnosis of something that would require surgery and the possibility of a wheelchair. And I had known so many people that were worse off after their back surgery. And so I elected not to do back surgery. And then I just started to plan, to be in a wheelchair and plan how we would accommodate our home with ramps and lowering the cupboards and things like that. And I just figured I would adapt to it eventually. And then in 2012, that was 9 years ago, I was at the post office, and our postmaster started to talk to me about something that was so different from anything I'd heard. He said it was something he knew about that could activate our cells. And he invited me to come to a meeting and learn more. So I went to the presentation, and turns out that they showed the ABC primetime, and I was like blown away. I thought, man, if there's anything to this, I just want to do it. I want to help people. And I had no idea the results that would come. And it was about 10 months, but then I started to have less and less discomfort all along the way, until at 10 months, I was totally without any discomfort. So at that time, we only had one of the cell activators. And now I've stayed on that. I've added the other 2. I'm flipping all 3 switches. And it's not only helped my back, but other things. And so I'm just so grateful to that postmaster for introducing me to this. And I see a brighter future. And I'm able to still be active with my children and all of our 15 grandchildren now. So thank you for letting me share.
Oh my gosh, Val, thank you. That was, wow, what a great experience. And I love that you mixed in activation with flipping the switches, because it is one and the same. It's just different terminology, and that your postmaster cared enough to say something to you. And I'm so grateful to know you today and your journey. So you guys, as you can see, this is amazing that it can be universal, as you can hear different experiences with the products. And so we're going to go to Lillian, and she's going to first share her husband's story with the products, and then we're going to go into friends and family after that. So Lillian.
Thank you, Val. I'd never heard your story. Oh my goodness. Bless that postmaster, and that you were open to listen. So same thing happened to us. Is we hear these stories over and over. I got a call from a good friend who is a holistic equine vet. I'm a dog trainer. I'm in Florida. And she was calling me because she thought I might want to watch that ABC report that Val referenced, because of the work that I do with the dogs. And unbeknownst to her, my husband had been diagnosed with a horrible, debilitating condition. And the neurologist said, like, oh, go home and rehab. It'll be 2 years before you can go back to work. And I was like, what? Like, that can't be. And we started researching, and yes, it could be. So our whole world changed in an instant. And all I know is that I watched that ABC. I have a 4-year degree in biology. My job dropped to the ground. I said, I want this like the day before yesterday. I could not put my hands on the end. And like Val said, when we started, there was just one switch to flip, the NRF2. And I could not get my hands on it quick enough, but we all got started. And there was also, at that time, there was also a product for dogs, an NRF2 activator for dogs. And I had a very old dog that didn't want to get up, didn't want to go out at night. And that dog transformed in front of my eyes in a way that in 50 years of dog ownership, I'd never seen such a transformation for a dog that was literally on her deathbed, to have the dog start playing again and being happy and catching treats in the air and stealing things from the counter. And I was like, that's all the confirmation I needed. There's no placebo in dogs. My dog showed me that it worked. And for my husband, what the neurologist said was that it would be at least 2 years before he could go back to work, and at least a year before he could start walking. And what we saw happen was that he was walking with the walker at 6 months. And then a month later, he was walking with the cane. And then a month later, he was, still a little wobbly, but he went back to work part-time. So I cannot prove that flipping the switch did it, but guess what? It's the only thing that we were doing different. So and between that and what I saw with my dog, I just became so passionate. So I think this is a great lead out, Eileen, do you think, to go into the friends and family? Because as you can see, it's always been a friend, right? A friend, or sometimes a total stranger, like what happened to Val. I know for Melanie, it was a family member, and sometimes we don't want to listen, but I was open to listening, maybe because, of that situation, but that's why I'm so excited about sharing this program, the Friends and Family, because it is friends and family. It's people that care about other people, right? To want to share this information after you've heard all these amazing life-changing and transformations. So, we all share things, like if you see a good movie, if you read a good book, if you go to a good restaurant, you're telling other people. So this is no different. So who do you know that might want better health, that want more energy, that want to be able to do the things that they love to do, like Jacob, that wanted to keep on doing sports. So with every person that you can share, what this program does is you're going to have a link, and we'll show you how to get that link. But for every person, so let's say you think of your athlete friend that wants to get ready for his triathlon. If he purchases through your link, then he gets $10 off his first order, and then you get 10. And then maybe it's your parents or your aunt and uncle that are starting to slow down and having, those discomforts that slow people down, or maybe it's a little bit on the energy department. So they get the product, they get 10 off their order, you get another 10. And then maybe you have, a mom or, right now, like Melanie, I know she's juggling like 20 things, homeschooling, sometimes working from home. So she might need these products too to get through the day. So she gets 10 off, and then you get $10 off. So for every person that you share, if they purchase through your link, you're going to get $10. So that starts adding up, right? And then there's no limit to how many $10 credits that you can get. They will be automatically applied to your next month's order. So the only, let's say, fine print is that they must be spent by the end of the following month. So the credits that you get in the month of March need to be spent by April, but that's the only thing. So what do we need to do? So who do you know that may be interested in having better health, feeling better, and doing more? And then you will send them your link. And then you can also connect them with the person that told you, your friend or your family member that told you about this. And then to get your link, when we go to the next screen, all you need to do is you can go to lifevantage.com, and you're going to scroll to the bottom of the page. And that's, you see where it's that little circle in red, that's your unique link. And then you just copy that, and you can share it via email. You can share it in a text. Okay, so that's just lifevantage.com. And then the other way is if you want to go into your own personal page. You log in, LifeVantage.com, and when you log in with your email and your password, if you remember your password, and then again, you click, there's your link, and it also shows how many credits you have, and that's the link to share, and those are the credits. So easy 3 steps, but we're here to help you. So you just get your link, you share it with your loved ones and your friends, and let's have everybody experience these wonderful, wonderful benefits that you have heard and more. We could talk for hours with so many stories that we have. Thank you, Eileen.
Thank you, Lillian, and thank you everyone for sharing. As you can see, we are here to just share with you information. What you do with that information is your decision. Whoever shared this video with you, we hope that you will get back with them and let them know if you're ready to get started on the products. And there is a business side to this, which we did not mention tonight, but we are coming back on Thursday, and we will have another meeting similar to this one, and we will focus on product and business, and we'll be back on Saturday of every single week. So we are grateful you were here. Please invite your friends and family next week. As you can hear, that these products are unique. They are different. They are universal across every platform of mammal. And so that's what makes it so exciting for us. So get back with the person who shared this with you, and let's get started flipping those switches. And thank you everyone who shared your stories tonight. Surely appreciate all of you. Have a great night.
Awesome.
Thank you. Good night. Thank you, Eileen.
Thank you all.
Good night, everybody.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching. And remember, one change can have an enormous effect. Remember to subscribe, hit the bell and the like, and we'll see you next time on Love to Live.